Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe.
Hap and Leonard, Season 3, Episode 3. This episode is called T-Bone Mambo. I'm so sorry I'm late, but I'm here. You know how it is. Sometimes life happens. Make sure y'all hit like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Let's get into this episode. Why am I talking so fast? Because the show is about to come on. I need to catch up. Do we really think Florida is dead at this point? At the beginning of this episode, is she dead? I don't know. Okay, let me think. I think she's alive. I don't think we will be looking for a corpse this entire season, or at least for the next couple of episodes. She was looking so possessed in the corner. I said, my God, throw some holy water all over this episode, because there was some foolery going on. It was uniting every child in the neighborhood, and I'm like, do you guys, any other locals, none of the community, y'all don't see this stranger that you've never seen, and all these kids are following him like he's the chosen one, and they ease him down the lane. Ease on down. The Pied Piper, yes, he just did it, and the children just following him, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's what Joe, maybe that's what Jim, maybe that's what they were looking for in this episode. They wanted him to have that Pied Piper effect to get him to locate the church so we can find the legend Louis Gossett. I guess so. I just found it creepy. I'm like, we don't know what Leonard is. Hap was flirting with Officer Reynolds, Officer Mean Reynolds rap, and I just don't know about her. Something in my spirit says she is going to be a mess. I feel like she knows where Florida is. Truly, right? Do you not think so? I think so. Dang on, Hanson then crashed his vehicle. We don't know where he is in the beginning of the episode. We see the trees and the evil Kermit is around, and something's not right in this town. It's not friendly. It's not fair. It's horrible. It's just unethical. It's a lot of bogus stuff going on. A lot of hootenanny. Okay, so as far as Officer Reynolds, what if she knows where Florida is? What if she is aware at some point that Hap has a crush on her and she goes to hurt Florida? Ooh, are they going to pull a girl-on-girl fight? They might. Do we fully trust Louis Gossett Jr.'s character? Do we fully trust the tow yard man? I don't know. Something about him, I don't know. So racist Huey and Louie, they just won't stop.
Like, is it Huey and Louie like DuckTales?
Yes, like DuckTales. DuckTales, woo! I know, right? Woo! DuckTales, woo! Da 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 da. DuckTales, woo! Yeah, I love DuckTales, boo. But DuckTales was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. Like, who wrote that song? Whoever wrote that song, woo! Come on, that was a perfect. Like the person wrote it, they were like, DuckTales, woo! Like that's what they went for. I'm sorry. Shout out to Hap. Shout out to Hap for being brave in the midst of adversity. He was so strong, and he held his cool. He said his words, and this show. I touch on all of that at the end. I wrap it up with a good little rant. But shouts out to him being brave in that factory with Mr. Blue Shirt. The only reason we know it's present time is when we have the flashbacks or flash forward to the Pine residence, and we see the two guys being real current in the times as far as, you know, the music, which is like early hip-hop stages, the track suits, the thick gold chains, and the double, you know, your friend, your choreographing, your moves, and you're like trying to get it, but they break it. He's so silly.
Don't push me.
Cause I'm, boo, come on, you don't push me, cause I'm
Close to the edge.
I'm trying not to.
Ooh, my.
I feel this time, baby. What? Leonard Pine is a military hero and a local legend, and you have to respect that man, no matter what. Black Jesus is in the church, and I said, oh my God, Black Jesus, not Black Jesus from Comedy Central, as far as Homeboy, not him.
Slink.
Not Slink. Slink Johnson isn't on here. I'm talking about Black Jesus. I'm talking about Black Jesus. Black Jesus. No, not the horses in Compton, Black Jesus. Oh my God, this review, I have no idea how this, I should not have done this review tipsy.
Oh, Macho.
I am tipsy. I'm not gonna lie! But I love Hap and Leonard, so I gotta keep going no matter what. Let me take a break. Okay, so look, everything that has to do with the whole situation at the kill floor with the deer being carved up and in front of Huey and Louie. I think Hap said it best. You're an ugly man with ugly views. Joke's on him. All his grandkids are gonna look like me and speak multiple languages. So, that's what happens to people who view themselves.
That's him in 2008.
Imagine who in 2008.
The racist dude.
What about 2008 and him?
Barack Obama.
That's so stupid.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch. Look here. Who cares? Who cares about your ugly, horrible views? A lot of people think that way, but like I said, you're spewing out hatred and ugly vibes and
What you hate.
what
What your kids gonna make.
that's what I said. Because trust me, I've seen it happen so many times, especially in Iowa, and I met so many people who were like, "Oh, I never had a black friend before," or "No, straight. This is real talk. I'm tipsy, but I'm just saying it's real talk." Like I when I was in school, and it was one girl. She wouldn't even look a couple of my friends' way, and then I'm like, I just go to her. I'm like, "Yo, what's up with you?" And she's like, "I'm sorry, I'm from blah blah blah." I'm like, "Never heard of it." And she's like, "Well, you know, there's no black folks there." And I'm like, "Okay," but she ended up being super cool with me. Like, she was the homie. And when we ended up going back to, home with her one time to go to like a high school, go back to our high school team to watch a basketball game, and it was her. She drove, and it was 4 African American girls with her and teenagers. We're like 19, 18, right? Our freshman year in college. And when I say the whole gymnasium turned when we walked in there, and even when we went to her house, her brother was like, "Are they staying here tonight?" Like, it was so nasty and ugly. But I mean, you know, to each their own. I don't care. You know, have your views. But guess what? Her kids look like me. You know, the very thing you feel that you're scared of is what you end up finding out. Oh, nothing's wrong with that. It's, you know, it's okay. Or you might love it. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying. Stories. Oh man, they talk about gender, color, class, location, geographic location. One guy, he's talking about, "Oh, I picked my own cotton," and he's giggling. He's talking about no gooders and bringing up the Bible. Way to misquote the word. It's not about that. Judge not. God is love. So many great scriptures that people like to bypass over and misquote. Tried to gross out Hap. He was sick, but he was bold. He was bold and brave. And when he walked out of there on foot and he bypassed Reynolds like, "Girl, I'll slap you," and went straight to that police department, and he looked Chief Cantor in his eyes, that was cool. So Belinda is kind of blessing us with clues, even though she isn't talking at this particular point. She will talk, I feel. Bacon, aka the legend, who went toe to toe with Leonard. I'm happy they kind of hashed it out, because I feel like, not that it's a black thing or anything like that, or a young to old situation, or elder to younger male situation. I just like that they're kind of beefing, yet obviously they will come together, unite, and have a great collabo somehow. Now, will they use that community? Will they use the African American community and Leonard's influence maybe towards the finale? That would be off the chain if somehow they did something with the kids, or how he was able, the Peter Piper situation. That would be cool. Shouts out to Smokey Valentino. Shouts out to Casey Lansdale. Shouts out to Evan Gamble. Shouts out to Jamaica Girl. I'm trying to remember. Shouts out to Huntress. Everybody who loves the show. Thank you. All right. Get to the railroad, the nasty railroad, and Huey and Louie come back. Take that dirty pickup truck, and they cause chaos on the tracks. And I'm like, man, is this really what it is? Y'all really want him dead that bad? What did Florida find out? Who has the records? And how are we going to get them out of the woods at this point? That was crazy to see them scurry off of their life. I mean, that's the scariest thing in the world. You get to a train track, and them arms come down. I'm excited for episode number 4, and it's about to go down tonight. So let's get into it. My kid is like right here in my ear, and I'm not editing it out. So until the next time, you know how I do it. Peace.